Hello guys, welcome back to my MATHX channel. In this video, I want to talk with you about the limitation. And in the calculus program, you will learn about the limitation a lot. So for this video, we will practice one by one with this exercise. So you can see in my screen, you have the limitation h approach to 2 of x squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2. So you can understand now if I substitute 2 in the function here, you will have 2 squares minus 4 and 2 minus 2 here is become to 0 over 0. So this limitation we have 0 over 0 form. And for this one, you have no idea for finding the limitation because you can find the result of 0 divided by 0. So the first step for this equation, I have to cancel the 0 over 0 form. So how can I work with this? The limitation of 0 over 0 have to be cancelled by factorizing method. So x squared minus 4, I will write down x squared minus 2 squared and divide by x minus 2 in the denominator. So the next step, I will separate x squared minus 2 squared become to x minus 2 and multiply x plus 2. So in the denominator, I still have the bracket of x minus 2 like this. So one by one, I have with this factor. You can see in the numerator, you have x minus 2 factor and the denominator have x minus 2 factor. So I can cancel this one, divide by this one, and the limitation become to more easier. You can see now only x plus 2 is remaining. So when x equal to 2, substitute in here, you got 0 plus 2. So this equation become to 2. It's not too difficult, but you have to remember about the algebraic identity a squared minus b squared in here. So this expression will be factorizing become to a minus b multiply a plus b like this. That's not too difficult, right? But you have to understand the basically or the fundamental theorem about the limitation 0 over 0. The next question have the same thing. You have to cancel the 0 over 0 form. For this equation, when I substitute 0 into the x, you have minus 4 minus here and here you got 0 minus or 0. So the denominator become to 0. You cannot make the division of this form, so I have to cancel. Denominator cannot be 0 when I substitute the value for x. And my step is I will factorizing the denominator. X squared minus 4x is mean when I take x outside the common factor outside the bracket, inside the bracket I have x minus 4 like this. So the denominator and the numerator have the same factor x minus 4, so I can simplify it by this one. And the limitation become to more easier when x approach to 0. I have 1 over x here. When x approach to 0 is mean x very small. So 1 over small number become to very big number. And this question, this fraction will become to positive or maybe minus infinity. Yeah, plus or minus infinity is my final answer for this question. That's question 2. So the same thing for question 3, but for this question, nothing is more easier. You can understand now, you have x here and you got 4 here, you got square root of x and you got 2 here. I will again apply the difference of the square identity. A squared minus b squared become to a minus b times a plus b. And I will rewrite x minus 4 in the another form. X minus 4 is mean square root of x inside the bracket, square outside. 4 is mean 2 square outside. So this have the form of a squared minus b squared. Square root of x squared minus 2 square is mean square root x minus 2 multiply square root x plus 2 like this. So I will apply this method for this limitation. When I got x approach to 4, the numerator become to square root x minus 2 multiply square root x plus 2. And the denominator, I have the factor square root x minus 2 here. So the same thing, I cancel the common factor square root x minus 2. So the rest of this limitation, you have only square root x plus 2. So substitute for the value of x here, you got square root 4 plus 2. Square root 4 plus 2 become to 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Yeah, that's not too difficult, right? But a little more harder when you apply the difference of square identity. This is very important. And the last exercise for this video, you got exercise 4. And now we have no idea for this one, right? Because when you have x approach to 0, the numerator become to 0 and the denominator become to 0 also. And how can I work with this one? You have two ways for solving this limitation. And I will choose the harder way. I will apply a plus b square. Square of sum is equal to a square plus 2ab and plus b square. So when I got 1 plus x square in this equation, I got 1 square plus 2 1 times x plus x square here. And for simplify, you got 1 plus 2x plus x square like this. Okay, so I will have limitation, the new one, when x approach to 0, you got 1 plus 2x plus x square and minus 1 here. And you can see I have 1 in this position and have minus 1 in this position. So when I simplify the numerator, it become to 2x plus x square over x. And the numerator will be simplified by factorization. I will take x outside. X is a common factor. Inside the bracket, I got 2 plus x. And the denominator, you got 8 here. And the numerator and denominator have the same factor x, so I can cancel them by this way. And then I will have the simple expression 2 plus x. So when x approach to 0, substitute 0 for x here. I've got 2 plus 0 is become to 2. So this is my final answer for this limitation. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you think this video is useful for you for learning calculus, you can subscribe my channel. I will give you more videos later. Thank you so much for watching this one, and see you next time. Bye bye.